What is up with the fam? It's your boy Brandon back again for another podcast here. We are excited for this one, guys. We're excited to start a new seasons, new shows, new episodes to share with you on wonderful oceans of Hawaii. As we already mentioned last episode, we relocated. But yeah, guys, just to start us off, we are on all social media platforms. We're on YouTube, Instagram, we're on Facebook, and wherever you're listening to your podcast, guys, we're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcasts. There's no excuse for you guys to go and check out our gems that we drop every week here on the Offensive Podcast. But yeah, we're excited, and on the link you see the links below on all our social media platforms. You can go have a look. If you want to support the show, give a follow, give a subscribe. Get updated with us every week, guys, because we're back at it again, and we're excited. Without further ado, let's get our warm welcome, red carpet welcome to our guest, none other than Myshaan Komene. What's up, brother?
Woo! What's up, man? How's it going?
Oh, there we go. Sorry, studio.
Thank you.
What is up, brother? How's it going?
It's good, man. Another day of school, another day of study.
Awesome, bro. We'll get started real quick. Guys, if you're on Myshaan, we're going to talk a lot about who he is, about where he's come from, him as an artist. No introduction. I mean, there's a big introduction that could be needed, and we'll talk a little about it before as we go into more questions. But yeah, bro, just give us a quick introduction, your name, where you're from, and a little quick question so everyone can know, what is your favorite food?
I love that. My name is Myshaan Talks. I come from Aotearoa, New Zealand, specifically Hamilton, also known as the Promised Land. And my favorite food, my mother's chicken pie. Has to be my mother's. The kafta is a good one, actually, but my mom, there's something she puts in. There's something in the love that she puts in it that it's...
Dude, you can't go wrong for chicken pie, bro.
You cannot.
Chicken pie is...
That's me.
On his best. But yeah, I think... yeah, guys, you know Myshaan, he's one of the great local artists from New Zealand, but also over here as well, up-and-coming artists as well. For him and his music that he puts out. Also released a couple songs, but we'll get you to talk about your music life, bro. What's been happening with you? How's everything been going? And how's your music journey been for you right now?
My music's crazy. I started when I was like 16, and I've been doing it for about 6 years, but let's talk about recently. Obviously, I'm here in Hawaii. I'm studying. I'm a student, and being a musician and a student is very difficult. It's very difficult. But it's exciting because I'm always busy. I'm always doing something. And so recently, I released a song called Carry My Heart. That changed the direction of my life. And I also, last week, released a song called Angel. And again, just the more songs I release, the more my life changes. And so if I could put it down to one word, how my music life's going, it's going pretty good.
That's pretty good. And also, you're going to be opening up soon, right?
Yeah. Opening up. So grateful, man. So grateful.
How is that, bro? Like, how did that come about?
Well, I saw he was coming.
Yeah.
I saw he was coming to New Zealand, and my auntie tagged me in the post that he was coming in, and they're like, "You should try open for him." And so, I've got a lot of friends back home in New Zealand.
Yeah.
I probably messaged like 20 people. I'm like, bro, how do I get onto this Stan Walker show? And it wasn't until maybe last month where I don't know how or who got to the owner of the event, but he reached out to me and he was like, hey, would love to have you on the Stan Walker event. So I don't know if it was due to the people or the people that I asked, or if I just happened to fall upon his news feed one day. But that's kind of how it happened.
Bro, that's so mean, bro. That's awesome. I guess obviously you can tell, like, especially with the hard work you've been doing. I don't know if people talk about Sway, right? That's the first song that kind of got big. You could talk a little bit about it on the Island, the Island podcast? Island,
yes.
Yeah, Island Roots, I think it was. But they talked a little about it and then how, I guess, a lot of, I wouldn't say identity musically, but I mean, you talked a little bit, sorry, bro, my dad's calling me in the middle of a podcast.
Is it an important call?
No, it's all good. Yeah. I was like, wow, I'm going to cut that out.
All right, restart. You good then?
You good, bro. But yeah, going back, I know you're talking about Sway, and we'll talk about the your other songs as well, which was pretty cool. I thought it was pretty cool. But I know in the podcast you're talking about a little bit of identity with music, like music stuff, right?
Yes.
And it kind of like came across too, where you're preparing for Sway, and that's how it came up. But touch a little bit about that, bro. About like that identity with music, because I know a lot of people try to find themselves, right?
Right.
And I guess we kind of see with Sway and then with Carry Maha and then with Angel where it's kind of taking us artists. Is that something that like that's the plan right now?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it's. I'm gonna say I think it's God preparing me at that time, because that's something I've been learning a little bit about, how He prepares us in different ways. And excuse me for bringing in religion into this, but when I returned home from my mission, I was doing everything, as you probably heard on the podcast. I was doing that reggae. I was doing the country music, like the Lissy stuff.
Yeah.
I was doing the Polynesian rap. That was crazy. I was doing R&B. I was doing that bedroom kind of music, the 80s stuff. I was doing it all, man. And I think I would say that Heavenly Father was preparing me for that time. He was preparing me because maybe it wasn't my time to release music then. But all of those little mistakes that I was making, maybe they weren't mistakes. Maybe they were just bumps to get me to a higher level.
Yeah.
It just made me realize what I definitely wanted to be as a musician, and it made me realize the music that I did want to make. And it wasn't bedroom music. It was music for our Polynesian youth. That's what I think I was getting prepared for during that time. And I think in the future, it's still who I want to become as an artist, a Polynesian example Pacific example for our youth. Yeah, I think that I would say that's me as an artist.
Bro, I like that. And I think just the way the music sounds and everything, like it really touches Polynesian culture, Polynesian vibes. Like even touching on like what's pretty cool. I mean, the Angel songs,
Sure.
right? Like I saw that you had different type of versions as well.
Yes.
And I think that's pretty cool, bro. It's like, well, is that the same thing? Like trying to connect with different cultures as well, but like the same thing.
The way it started was the song "Carry My Heart" did well in Fiji, and I knew I had to repay them with something. I knew I had to give them something that they could hold on to, because they held on to my song so strongly. It's like, let me give you a version that you could love a little bit more. And then I realized all the other Pacific countries felt a little bit left out. So seeing the reception I get, something I wanted to become overall, I would say, is like a musical wayfinder. I wanted to be someone that, through my music, travels throughout the Pacific, but more importantly, brings attention to some of those islands that don't get a lot of love. So in the future, I'm looking at Kiribati. We're looking at Marshall Islands,
That's
Solomon
cool.
Islands, all those countries that don't get enough love, especially with dying languages and countries that don't get represented enough in the Pacific.
What would you say, like, what part of Pacific music or the Pacific genre or island reggae, what of that genre, like, what specifically of that inspires you in terms of your music?
I think the best thing about Polynesian music is that it connects people. I've been in it for, I'd say maybe 2 years that I've been amongst the industry of Polynesian music. And I think in America maybe they're connected by the music. The best thing about this, we're connected by the culture. So we're always talking about where we come from with one another. We're always talking about man, we wish we could speak our own languages, but even though we don't, the best thing about the Polynesian industry is that we're all connected by our cultures.
I like that. I feel like, especially, you'll come to find that a lot of other people that aren't from the Pacific island that they're at, some of them would know the other versions, other songs, right? Like,
Right.
I feel like if some Samoan songs like resonate with some Tongans resonate with some Samoans, vice versa. Even like a lot of Polynesians, they know a lot of Waiatas as well. Like, it's just like a big thing in the Pacific to know each other's language, know each other's songs, which is pretty cool how it connects. But yeah, bro, I think that's super cool. Especially like every time we hear local artists or people from the islands, everyone wants to go support and that type of thing. I think that's super cool as well. A big part of it. And also, like, bro, Carry My Heart. Let's talk about that one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, bro. So what Was it something specific or Carry My Heart? Like what inspired you to write the lyrics and the
question,
tone?
bro. That's a question. It's a heartbreak song, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that it's about heartbreak. And people ask me, who is your muse? And if I'm gonna be completely honest, I would say the basis, the message of the song. I think I wasn't going through a heartbreak at the time of the writing, but I knew maybe like 3 or 4 of my friends were. And so I don't know what happened. I think one day I was in my room and I was just humming. I was like, and I was like, that is so catchy. And then as I was sculpting the lyrics for the melody, I was a little bit stumped. And then I opened my phone and then everyone was just like, oh, I'm the newest single on the block. I'm like, dang. I think people will resonate with a heartbreak song. Yeah. So sadly, I don't have any like, so there was this one girl, man, she just did me dirty, and so I'm just writing a song about her. No, it's not about that. It's mainly just something I know everyone can resonate with, and I had a lot of friends at the time that were going through it as well. And if I could share one gem from it, the second verse, there is a muse for that. It's been more about like, I care about someone and I'm just wondering how they are, but they never broke my heart or anything like that. It's, no one broke my heart like that. I'm chill.
I think it was pretty cool is like those who were going through a heartbreak or who have been, they resonated with that song really well. Like it was crazy.
I saw. The craziest thing, bro, is it became a trend for girls to message their partners the lyrics of the song. And so they'll do TikToks and they'll be like, I won't ever love you the way that I used to. That was their message. And then their boyfriend would be like, what do you mean, babe? Message me, call me. I cry because I miss you even though I don't want to. And then they're just like missing like 10 calls from their partner. I'm like, man, I didn't mean it for it to be in that way. But I knew a lot of people resonated with it in a more emotional sense.
Yeah, bro. It was like even when our friends hanging out with friends late at night, just how you're like just watching YouTube videos and then the video will come on and like Carry My Heart, and everyone's like, my heart.
Bro, especially the drunk, bro. When you're drunk, I see a lot of people putting it on their stories at their drink cups, bro.
People be mixing up here.
They're single too, bro. I've never even been in a relationship. I'm like, man, thank you.
Bro, it's catchy, bro. For sure, bro. You have a special talent, bro. Just be able to create music and vibe, and I think that's a huge part of it. And I think especially, where you're from, especially being musically talented, but also working on your craft. I just assume like from 16, just trying to work on it every day. Have you ever seen yourself like looking back now? You're looking back now to where you were first starting the journey. Can you look back and be like, man, like I'm almost there, or like I'm there? Like what's your headspace right now with where your journey's going?
Yeah, I would say little Myshaan would be very proud of me. Yeah. Little Myshaan, because looking back at who he was, his music sucked. I wouldn't listen to the music that he was making then, but I'm just so glad that he kept going. I'm also so glad for my parents, because every night my room's probably 3 rooms from my parents, very close, and the music I would make would be very loud in my room. I wouldn't have my headphones, I'll just blast it from the speakers. So I'm grateful for them, and I'm glad that I never listened to anyone that tore me down. And in the future, I think I am miles ahead of where I expected I would be, and to look at the person I am today and to look at the person I will be in 10 years, I don't know where that'll be, but I know it's probably 10 times more than I can imagine right now as well.
That's super cool, bro. I like that. I guess touching back on that, what are some like major influences other than, of course, Polynesian culture and also being around Polynesian music? I guess what inspired you to pursue this musical journey, if that makes sense?
Did you ever listen to William Singe?
Yeah.
And Alex Iono?
Yeah.
Bro, Bro, I was jamming them all the time. I don't know how old you were when they were popping. Bro, they were so good, man.
When you said those two, I was like, yeah, what the?
Bro, that's like my childhood right there. Alex Aono and Williamson, especially when they did the collab.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly if it was a particular moment where I just saw them and I was like, man, if they can do it, I can do it. But I just wanted to be like them, man. I got the camera. I did the side angle like William Sims would do. Yeah. I'd have the microphone. I got the Beats headphones and I would like wear little singlets just so you could see my arms. I was 16, keep in mind. And I just wanted to be like William Sims especially. And over time, I think I just grew a love for it, man. So I would shout out to William Sims and Alex Aono for being my first inspirations for music.
That's pretty cool, bro.
Yeah, bro.
I think one of William Sims' songs I was listening to like the Dancing Queen.
Yeah, bro.
I was like, I'll always jam it. And
the R&B version.
Yeah, bro, that was sick. That was sick. Were there any like apart from those two? Were there any? I guess I know with artists, right? A lot of them get their inspiration, but also like they try to build their image or their music, and they aspire to be like some of the greats, right? Mm-hmm. For you, bro, like are there some artists that you aspire to become apart from like finding yourself, but is there some other greats that you aspire to be?
My all-time favorite musician is Bruno Mars. Mm-hmm. I love the way he presents himself on stage. I love the impact he's had on the world. And so I think just if we could do a little Mount Rushmore, he's at the top of it. But in terms of the impact that I see these two artists have on the people around me, I would say Mauli and Josta Toffee. The influence they have on everyone in the Pacific, everyone loves their music, but everyone connects with their music, which I think is the difference between loving and connecting. So that's who I strive to be with my music. I strive to have catchy songs, but also meaningful songs as well, just like these two great groups.
The crazy thing about those two, Justin Sophie and Mauli, like, bro, like anyone listens to it, they vibe. Doesn't matter what culture you are, doesn't matter where you're from around the world, they can literally listen to it and they're like just really just vibing.
Yeah, bro.
Like I think there's this every night, every morning by Mauli, like play at my wedding, and my whole family, right? They're from like a small town in Utah. But it's like one of their favorite songs now. Like they listen to it all the time. You know, just like the way that it feels, like the lyrics and the song, like they connect with it.
Sweet, man. You ever been to a Mauli concert?
I haven't.
Okay, that's another reason why. Because Mauli's concerts, the feeling I have after it, it's a special feeling, and I hope that I can present myself like that one day. I hope, man.
It's gonna be there, bro.
We're trying, bro. We're trying.
They're gonna say like it's gonna be a Myshaan concert, and everyone's gonna be like. You're not gonna realize it, but like, you know, just turn off the mic and then everyone's gonna sing back to you, bro, and they're gonna be like, because I heard that's the feeling that most artists, when they were like everyone when you just listen to the crowd just sing back your songs. I feel like that's a lot of that's a moment that a lot of artists want to feel.
Yes,
you know?
Yes, that's my goal. That's my dream, bro.
Again, bro, it's gonna happen, bro. It might happen this coming March 22nd, bro.
I hope so. Let's plug that. March 22nd, Stan Walker. I'm opening for him. Please come, family.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I know. So obviously you grew up in New Zealand, right? Hamilton.
Born and raised.
Yes, sir.
Why you laughing like that?
Sorry, bro. From Nah, hey, I got a lot of friends in Hamilton. Love Hamilton, bro. Hamilton, you got mean pies.
Yes. Thank you.
But in terms of being right now up and coming and hopefully one of the best artists in New Zealand, bro, what are who do you say are the up and coming ones in the Pacific right now that you say?
Let me put some names out there in the Pacific. So let's go. The first one of my biggest mentors in the music game right now. I think he's extremely slept on. His name's Sam V. Best voice. I don't know why he isn't like hitting the tens of millions every song he has, but I know it's destined for him. So I hope one day he'll get that in the next few years. My next friend, his name's Hales. He probably one of the best producers under the age of 25. Damn. He's done a few of my songs for me, and Have you ever heard of a group named Sun and Water?
Sun and Water, nah.
Sun and Water. You ever heard of Jamie Ferguson?
Yeah.
It's his son's band.
Oh,
so
wow.
Jamie Ferguson's in the band. So shout out to these guys. These are my cousins.
Yeah.
Diamond, Uncle Jamie. And they perform at One Love every year. But shout out to them, bro, because I can see them following the same footsteps as like Maoli, etc., etc. So I think we got Sam V, we got Hales, we got Sun and Water, and who else is there? I feel bad if I forget someone so important. And let's go with someone in Fiji. Her name's Nikki. She's on my Fijian version of Angel. Craziest voice. If you can get a chance to check her out, bro.
Definitely will, bro.
Stunning voice.
Definitely will. In terms of Pacific Island reggae or Pacific Island artists, bro, who'd you say is like right now who's in like the Mount Rushmore?
Okay. Pacific Island. So obviously Maoli. Oh, sorry. Obviously Fiji. Maoli. I'll put Josh up there as well. We got like Spawn Breezy and J Boog. Man, who else is there? I think those would be the top 5. Special mention to my favorite band, Kolohe Kai.
Kolohe Kai.
I love them. Kolohe Kai, Sammy J, and yeah, let's give them a special mention. But that's my top 5. Fiji,
like
Josh Toffee, Maoli, J Boog, Spawn Breezy.
It's a good top 5, bro.
Amen.
Amen. That's super cool, bro. Yeah, I think
who would be yours, bro?
Frick, bro. Oh, that's tough. I feel like it depends on if we're going like, yeah, if we're going island reggae or genre, definitely Fiji.
Have to
go Fiji, bro. Spawn Breezy.
Hard.
J Boog. Trying to think. I'm not sure if probably Stan Walker. I don't know. That's a good one.
Jam Stan?
I jam Stan, but this is like when I was 2012, bro.
Ooh, a Little Black Box.
Like Little Black. Little Black Box.
That's a track,
bro. That was like part of my childhood. Like Take It Easy was always, Take It Easy was always a big one. Because I feel like
you're right.
I feel like Stan Walker's a big deal. I think back home, but it's good that he's coming out here because a lot of people like to listen to his music. It's good that he's coming on tour.
There. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Good nudge.
Yeah, bro. I'm trying to think because I forget what's that. What's the other one? Who sings Swing?
Oh, Savage. Good pick.
You know? Yeah.
Revolutionary, that guy.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of revolutionary like artists in New Zealand who kind of like started the genre of like not just the genre, but Pacific Islanders wanting to get into music.
Oh, that's true. Because then you bring up Adiz and
exactly Adiz right now, bro. There's a lot of goats over there, bro. So that's why it's like it's hard because people don't realize, but in the Pacific, especially New Zealand, like there's a deep rooted for vocal artists and like deep writers and songwriters and stuff that kind of like paved the way for like people like you guys to like go and make great amazing music. So
yes, that's true. Shout out to Radner as well.
Some good peeps, bro. Some good peeps.
Heck yeah, dog.
So, bro, moving to our next question. So here on Authentic Podcast, bro, we like to focus on a lot of we love setbacks or failures and how our listeners, obviously aspire to be great, and you being great right now, like you've been through a lot of setbacks and failures to get to where you want to be. So our next question, brother, is: has there been a setback or failure that you've been most grateful for?
I would say I don't think there's a specific time or a specific setback. Let me split that up into 2. So the first thing that wasn't a setback, but it was the biggest sacrifice I had to make, was serving my mission for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. That was probably the biggest sacrifice I had to make. I had a lot of choices to, do I go and be on this TV show Do I go and pursue my TikTok career? I was doing pretty well on TikTok before my mission. And do I just continue my music, or do I go and serve my mission? And over the course of my mission, when I started, I had 15,000 followers on Instagram. And I thought that was a lot of followers. I came home, I lost half of them. Maybe I came home with 5,000 followers on Instagram. And obviously the mission isn't a setback, but the sacrifice that I made to go serve the mission made losing those 10,000 or so followers extremely worth it. So that's the first thing. The second one I'm extremely grateful for is every time someone sleeps on me. For the last 2 years, I've been applying for the New Zealand Music Awards with my song Sway and my song Carry My Heart. I didn't get accepted either year for any of the awards.
Dang.
There's other times where I try and work with people and they don't know who I am. Sometimes I see people out and about and they treat me differently because they don't listen to my music, and they meet me and they know who I am because of my songs. So the biggest thing about that is getting slept on. That is my favorite thing because it helps me. It just feeds me, bro. It feeds me. Every time I hear someone sleep on me, I'm like, okay, what am I going to do now? What am I going to do next? I work on myself. I make better music than the people that are sleeping on me, you know? And so I just use that as fuel. And obviously the fruits are evident. The fruits are evident. I try to work harder than all of them. I try to outsmart all of them just because they look down on me. And so that's probably maybe not a setback, but like just something that hurts me a little bit that makes me just want to get up 10 times stronger. Yeah, bro.
I like that, bro. I like that. If you don't mind me asking, like those years that you applied, like who won the awards that year?
I don't know. I applied for a lot of awards, but I actually have no idea. No, I'm not sure.
Guarantee got slept on for sure.
Bro, I don't want to put anyone in any good light at that point. Those ones say, but like I got way more streams than that. So they suck. No, I'm sure they were somewhat deserving.
Moving to the next question, brother. What piece of advice could you give yourself right now?
Give myself right now? The thing I want to live by, bro, this is how I'm going to try to live the rest of my life. And it's to make sure that Jesus is the center of my life. That's it, man. That's it. Because I'm gonna be in some crazy spaces. I just went to Utah last week. We had a show at a club. Went to Vegas. We had a show at another club. And I made sure that I went to the temple the morning of, or I made sure that I connected with the Savior and I said my prayers, because that's what grounds me. That's going to keep me from not being a flippin' just, I don't know, what's a bad word? That's not a swear word. Just like an egg, you know? I don't want to be an egg in the industry. I want to be a guy that exemplifies Jesus. I want to be someone that people can look at and they can just be like, okay, this is a good guy, and I want the youth to see me as well and see me in a good light. So I'll just say, make sure you keep Jesus at the center of your life.
Like, I like that, bro. Dude, what really resonated with me when you just said that was, like obviously the temple part. You know, like those 2 nights. You know, going to the temple. A lot of people don't really realize like what that means for us, especially but in our religion, like going to somewhere that's sacred to us to give us a reflection, a reminder for us of who we are. And I know, like, especially in the music industry, right, things get crazy sometimes.
So crazy.
So it's like for you to kind of always remember, you know, who you are, remind yourself who you were in the past and where you come from, your morals and standards and beliefs, and that you stand on it. No matter what, no matter the situation. I think that's crucial, especially nowadays. Especially, not even especially in your life and in the music industry, but especially for a lot of people who are actually seeking for that, to stand on business, like stand on who they are, who they know, especially on their everyday life. Because a lot of people struggle with that, bro. Even here at BYU, even here wherever we go, like it's good to see that people can listen and be like, oh man, you know. Myshaan always remembers, and that's why it's good to have people on the podcast like man, he's remembering his values, his standards, who he is. Like that's a big part of what I want to do. What someone wants to do. Like whoever is listening, you know what I mean. That's a big thing, and it's a big influence that you yourself has as being an artist yourself. You know, I like that.
Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
Moving to our final question, brother.
Let's go.
What does authentic or authenticity mean to you?
Let's go. Let's answer this. Okay. What does authentic mean to Myshaan? To me, authentic means, I think this is probably an answer you get all the time, but despite all of the new people you meet, despite the situation or environment you're in, you're still the same person. You're still Myshaan. And it just reminds me of a man going into a jungle. If he finds himself or like learns about who he is in the jungle, he's just going to learn the ways of the jungle and he'll be lost. But a man that knows himself before he goes in, he'll be able to navigate his way around. He'll be able to know who he is. And by the time he gets out, he would have just become a stronger version of himself, not a product of his environment. And so that's what I think authentic is. Not a product of your environment, but just someone that doesn't change despite your environments.
I like that, bro. I like that a lot. I love how you talked about not being a product of your environment. I feel like a lot of people, especially nowadays, especially in our local community or wherever we at, you know, a lot of us can really change when the environment is, when we get to a new environment, bro.
Yeah.
Different person comes out, or like we're not used to this and this, or, you know, we really change, you know, really lose sight of who we've become.
Exactly, bro. Trying to let that fire refine us, man, not change us. Exactly.
And I think that's a big part of it, is like, don't let that, I mean, I think let it refine us at the same time, but don't let it hurt you at the same time, right? And then take you to a different place. But, bro, grateful for you, Myshaan. Grateful for...
Thank you, bro.
Bro, thank you for being on the podcast. Thank you for your example. Thank you for who you are as an individual, as an artist. We're grateful for, you know, the music that you put out. Grateful for everything that you've done. And we're on the way there, bro. So we're all backing you all the way behind to big sites and wherever you're going. So all your dreams. Before we close up, brother, is there anything you want to say before we close up this episode?
Nah, man, just shout out to mom and dad, you know. I love my parents. I hope everyone can feel the same way about their parents or about someone who's impacted them the most. That's all, bro. Thank you. And also thank you to you, bro. Thank you to you. This is an awesome podcast. And, bro, yeah, I wish you nothing but success in this journey, bro. For real.
Appreciate it, bro. Lord loves. Hey, like what Myshaan said, guys, give your parents a call. Tell them you love them.
Yeah, man, of course.
I'm going to do that after this now. But yeah, guys, we're going to make sure that we put all of Myshaan's socials and platforms on the link below, and also his music as well. So if you haven't already checked them out, go check him out. Grateful for him. Listen to his music. Show coming up in the next 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Yes,
in 2 weeks, guys. So if you want to go see him live, 2 weeks, click the podcast, listen up, and you'll see the link underneath the description below. But other than you guys, see you later, Authentic Fam. Peace.
Chew.